Hello everyone. Welcome. God, I hope you're all excited because I am. I'm so excited. So yeah, chat, I was like trying to figure out what I was going to stream today, and no, I was like, I could use some Age of Empires 4. But I was like, wait, we've had a lot of really hard-hitting historical games recently. We've got a bunch more coming up. I'm starting to get ready for some World War One games coming up in like later in the winter or spring. And I was like, maybe I just want to relax. Maybe I just want to relax. And the best way to do that is with some good tunes. I know what video game has the best tunes. This one. This one's the best turn. Are we going to return to God of War in the new year? Yes, we will. I'm still hammering out the last details for that. Don't worry. God of War Ragnarok will be coming back. We've got a bunch of new guests that have already agreed to come on. We're just sorting out the details, figuring everything out. So, stay tuned for more news on that. And just behind schedule, like always. We're also going to have more Pentiment in the new year, and some other games, some other new kind of variety stuff in the new year, and then some World War One stuff, kind of February, March-ish. So that's the big rough stream. But that means we got like a couple weeks of just downtime, and so I just want to play a game. I just want to like hang out with y'all, have a good time. Nothing too busy, nothing too fancy, and so we're just gonna play some Final Fantasy. Like, I am born and bred on JRPGs. They are where I got my start in gaming, and so anytime I've got an excuse to go play a JRPG, I'm happy. What sort of World War One stuff are we talking here? I mean, I just picked up Battlefield 1, but I've also got Verdun, the more historical shooter. I've got Valiant Hearts. I'm gonna try and find like one other game to add in there. But yeah, we're gonna get some guests on, especially for Battlefield 1, because people have volunteered who have written books about Battlefield 1. So yeah. I don't have his own though. Isn't that the same team that makes Verdun? The same. I know Tannenberg is by the same team. But yeah, I'll look. I'm still sorting out those details too. As always, there's more details to be sorted. But yes. So welcome everyone. The Too Little History. As always, I'm Adam. We're not playing a super duper historical game, though. I think you'll be surprised. I do have a few things to talk about. There's some. There's a few good places to do history of Final Fantasy in this. I mean, this game is practically historical in its own right? But yeah, we're playing some Final Fantasy VII Remake. We're just gonna vibe out. I'll be honest, this is just gonna be a full vibe stream, and this music, I mean, it is 30 hours of non-stop bangers. This is the soundtrack I have listened to more than any other music ever. There are days where I just put it on loop and I just listen to it for 16 hours straight. So, it's gonna be so good. If you're enjoying this, do make sure you hit that follow, and if you're new to the channel, do make sure you come and say hi. We're super chill here, happy to have you. Also, as people in chat are pointing out, there is currently a community challenge ongoing to make me cosplay as Andreas Mahler from Pentiment, so do make sure you get those channel points in. I was going to look to see if there was a way I could up the limit. Let's see if I can up that limit. Channel points. Like, is there a way to do that? There is not a way to do that. Grr. That's okay. If we need to extend it, we'll extend it. But do make sure you're giving those channel points over into the Pentiment cosplay stream, because you want it, I want it, everyone's gonna have a good time. But yeah, why do you think we just get into it and just hang out with a game that is near and dear to my heart? Final Fantasy VII Remake. Let's do it. The music is so good. God. New game. Thank you, bot. Normal. Music in FF... Not better than Remake. No. The music in vanilla FF8, I'll accept an argument for being better than vanilla FF7. Remake's music goes way harder than Originals does. Also, hopefully, chat, this is a game I don't need to talk a lot over because the characters are always talking. Okay, Blues, but Scorpion Sentinel in this game. This game, Scorpion Sentinel, is the most bonkers shit you've ever heard. This dude, you're not going to understand everything that's going on here, but you don't need to know anything. Final Fantasy VII occurs in its own universe, and so there's be a few characters that you're just like, what the heck? But those don't show up till later in the game. So you can go into this blind and still have a great time with it. And yes, Nomura is the person behind, Nomura is the person behind Kingdom Hearts as well. And was a character designer for FF10. Took over from... what was his name? Ameo? So... you know, when we laugh at all the belts, that is, and zippers, that's peak Nomura. Oh, Agalias, have you not played Final Fantasy VII before? Oh, Chad, I'm so happy that there's people who've never played Final Fantasy VII before. Here, because it's, like, this is great. He's been there since Final Fantasy VII? Oh yeah, of course. Of course, FFA characters are all by Nomura. Also, the music is so... I can't not just grin at this music, because this is one of the most hypest openings you could ever ask for. Like, this is the greatest... This is the greatest opening, like, moment in video game history. Is the original Final Fantasy VII's Bomber Run. And this is shot for shot the same thing, but gorgeous. Oh, hi loading screen. And...
Get down here, Merc.
Hello, Chris like Spy.
Paul! Who goes there? You're up.
Hold X to attack with Cloud's sword. Hold X to unleash an attack capable of hitting multiple nearby enemies.
You're coming with us.
Don't think so. Not bad. That's that.
Boom.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them.
Have fun.
Uh-huh. ATB guards. Thank you.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go.
Yes, thank you. I did. Abilities. Braver. Ah. Boom. Get rolled. Oh, there you are.
Not bad.
Th-
Drop
Well-
the weapon.
You got this.
Highly ethical eco-terrorism. You don't think we need an expert to say that that sword won't work IRL? Who cares? This sword is awesome.
You're coming with us.
Can't get surrounded. Here it comes. Nothing to it.
Hold Y to do things. Yes, thank you. Yank. And... boxes! Let's go. Oh, I'd be 100% terrified.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Sure.
Real joy to work with, though.
Real joy to look at, too.
Right, Cloud?
Here we go.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as...
Hold up. System, options, audio, no. Where is subtitles? Give me subtitles. There we are.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
And now, we're done
Or even the same...
here. Give it a rest.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
They're so fun. Everyone involved here is so fun.
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
And the bomber shot. Lock on. Yes, thank you.
Get him, boy! Guess you're first.
And there's the stagger. Hit the correct buttons for the... Do I not have access to Punisher mode yet? I don't think I have access to Punisher mode yet.
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! Catch up soon!
Really? Let me use an item. God.
This way. Huh. Not so fast. We've got company.
Should be easy. Here it comes.
Boom. Absolutely dumpstered.
That it? Nothing to it.
Correct. The guard dogs are displacer beasts because Shinra's terrible. Shinra's just like that. Ooh, a Moogle Medal. Hello, Moogle Medal. Ah, boom, not yet. Okay.
Was never in doubt.
Thank you, Cloud. Oh, there it is. It's like, I know there's something in here. 2 potions. And...
Come on, Cloud.
You're just gonna wait there? Alright. Whee! And Malco Reactor 1.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard
Does
dogs,
Barrett
too.
have a Gatling arm? Yeah.
Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Alright, let's go.
Who's there? Door! We'll wait. It's over.
That's my line.
They just let him pull a... And... Punisher mode.
Oh, we can take it. Make it rain.
Enough.
This game's combat is so good.
Then let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out.
Look, Punisher mode, the kind of standard versus Punisher mode for Cloud's combat is some of the funnest combat.
Simmer down, hotshot.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? Then we're good.
Yes, Tifa's combat is also so
Careful in
fun.
there.
And Barrett's combat is no slouch either. Like, I do thoroughly enjoy the tech of when to reload cancel. Like, all the combat in this is incredible. What?
Security is only gonna get tighter, so be ready.
That wasn't a mistake.
So, you know Tifa, right?
Hey.
It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Hey. Hey chat, look at Nibelheim and its faux medieval or faux early modern nonsense. God, look at everything's like Waddle and Daub, early modern. And then we have like a rusty rural 20th century windmill. Look at it.
Tifa and I.
Alright, Barrett. Flash mode feels like it hits like a truck? Yeah, it does. Welcome to the Old West. The Old West of Europe. Cloud's just got a lot going on, and no need to spoil what's going on.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
To be fair, Waddle Dog was used into the 19th century rural Australia. Well, that's neat.
This pump so
I am playing on
purpose is to
PC,
drain the
Blues.
planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do.
Get help.
Say that again.
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
God, Cloud's so edgy. No, it's just Blues. It's just that this game is actually optimized.
You listening, Merc? One false move. And that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword
He's a
just can't reach.
WWE announcer.
Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
Magistressa, did you not notice Heidegger and President Shinra watching us? Yeah! Better get in here.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got... Nothing on me. Now for the real show. Suck on this. See ya. Suck it.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. And Cloud, get in here.
Do your job, Bert.
Shut up and move over. Enough. Get ready.
Oh good, that was everyone.
All done.
Cocky little bastard, ain't you?
Oh, he absolutely got us.
The laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah.
Timing puzzles. Just what we
Make a
love.
move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
You can also just fit through
Keep those
those.
baby blues of yours on me.
Uh-huh.
Not too shabby. You're doing good, sister.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesse.
Okay, let's see what's up next.
More. Oh god, more of them.
Come on then. Pretty easy, right?
Ow.
Nice job, Cloud.
Was it nice job?
Phew.
Yep.
I'm glad that's over with. And we're almost at our objective. Look,
Oh boy.
those things sweepers for nothing.
I think Erica Lindbeck, I think, is also Futaba. It's also Celica, I think.
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an...
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna sting. You got this.
Let's do this.
Suck on this.
Come on, get here.
It just had to get back up.
So we knock it down again. No time to complain.
Need my help, dude.
And there's the stagger.
Now's our chance. Go.
Don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy
Hey,
this.
that's steel skin. I didn't want the steel skin. Ah, boo. That's alright. Focus shot and Cloud. Hit me with another Braver. And let's go. Boom. Oh, yeah. Right.
What are you, 20-something?
First. Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
The hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. For all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
I love them. What? Do I not have... Does everyone have full health? That's weird. But yeah, no, if this is the first time you've seen the combat, this combat goes really hard. When you got a squad of 3 running around, it's just beautiful.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom.
Alright, here we go.
Down there.
Whee.
God damn. I can practically taste the Mako in here. Hurry it up. My heart's pounding like a jackhammer.
Scared, huh?
More like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Heads up, boys. We're in sight. I leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck. Not that way.
Okay, okay.
Ladder, dummy.
Fine. Tell me I'm in the hallway. Whee. And here we go again.
No match for me.
Not yet, okay, there it is.
It's on you. Taking over. Don't overdo it.
Need my help, do you? Here it comes.
And let's get that charge up. And kaput. There we go.
You think if we fell in,
The sweeper at the front end off an early race car. The boiler off the first self-propelled motor vehicle. Incredible. Yeah, that is great.
Keep it together.
how'd you like that? See ya. Hey, did you see me?
Must have missed it.
Ha. Ah. But yes, we'll talk more about just the vibes of Midgar later. Because right now we're in
Let's do this.
whatever the heck this whole thing is. By the way, chat, hold tight.
All right, let's see if Little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Dork.
Then do the damn job.
God, he's so edgy. I love him so much.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc. Pretty cocky, ain't you? You double-crossing!
Heads up!
What in the hell?
Who's the most edgy Final Fantasy protagonist? Ooh.
Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
Huh. No other option, huh?
Shit!
Should I be worried?
Damn.
Don't overdo it.
Guess it's my turn. Gonna make your eyeballs pop. Hell yeah! You see the damage that did?
Keep it up.
We can do... Firstly, we can do that. And secondly, we can do another Braver.
Brace yourself.
And then
Together.
get back over here. Charge up, and we'll then use that to throw a potion on Cloud.
I got this.
Nope. Barrett's gotta do it. That's launchers. Ow. Spells, Thunder, switch to Cloud. And let's go. Ow.
Can't see an opening. Impressive.
Lightning, yeah, lightning returns, or just, yeah.
The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames. Bingo! Focus on that cord.
Like that.
Don't keep me waiting in suspense next time. Ah, damn it! This thing is tough.
It wouldn't be much of a weapon if it went down easy. That didn't work either.
Ow.
Pay attention. Here it comes.
I'm gonna go potion up.
My help, do you? If we don't change it up soon, this thing's gonna kill us both.
Less talking, more shooting.
How about less this from you? Ooh, got arm counter.
Dang it, stop standing right in the way. Stop it.
Focus and find a way. Now, hit it hard and fast.
Oh, you're in for it now.
Just shoot.
Ooh. Want some more?
Thank you. We can focus shot there.
Bring it home.
I got this.
And we can hit it with a Braver. And now you're up to Eon Field again. Ow.
Think it through. Bring it.
We're gonna need to use a potion here.
Deal with that.
And let's just hit it with an overcharge.
My turn.
Just do that and hit it with a Braver right away.
Follow my lead.
Been saving something special for your ugly ass. You ready?
We don't want to do that. I just want to hit it with this. Oh, that was steel skin. Wrong one. And it's so great that this kick-ass soundtrack came with a video game. True. God, I love the edgy. The Strangers in Paradise lads are clearly the edgiest, but
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris. Don't overdo it. Now, go.
and we can focus thrust and focus shot
I got this.
into another Braver, and then nay, buttons. What are buttons?
Sure could use a break. Give 'em hell.
Keep it together.
Guess it's my turn. How is this thing still running?
Sorry. Heads up! Tail laser!
I see it.
Then take cover already!
Barrett, Barrett.
Take the lead.
All right. Watch it.
Strike now, before it fires again.
Bring it home.
Let's do this. No holding back.
Barrett can hit them with a thunder.
Gotta memorize you.
Ow.
Time to get serious.
Cross slash, let's go.
Deal with that.
Guess it's my turn. Bang, bang.
And focus thrust, and then focus shot. And we're almost done. Almost. God, just think, this is the tutorial boss, chat.
Oh, hey, what's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Murder.
Bracer, keep it together.
Need my help. Come on, you're up.
I got it. Deal with that. There goes another.
And there's that. Exactly. Right? The comment there on which is the edgiest continues with throwing Cecil for Final Fantasy IV. But you're right, Kain is the edgelord. Cecil's a good boy.
Shit, the bomb!
20 minutes until detonation.
Who else is super edgy, right? Tidus is almost aggressively unedgy.
Showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Lightning. I mean, I think Lightning Returns Lightning was a great choice. Great call there. Barrett, hurry up. Slowpoke. Isn't that what Brave Exvius is? CX? Just like a... The game...
But doable.
Nah, don't have that yet. Bill.
Sorry.
There we go.
Nothing to it.
True, 16 could be super edgy. Shadow from FF6, quality edgelord, but also a good boy at heart. Like, he's got a puppy. Puppy automatically takes points away from edginess.
You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero.
Hey, we'll link up over there. Look after Jack.
Vincent Valentine is much edgier than even Cloud is. Exactly.
Come
Well,
this way.
we're gonna get the...
This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably.
God, I mean, when we get over to the integrate part of this, the Yuffie DLC, we're gonna meet some quality edgelords. Because the bad guys that are associated with Vincent Valentine are thoroughly edgelords.
Let's go.
Right. Frickin', what's his, isn't it Nero?
We're running out of time.
Right.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Let's go. Run. We've got loads of time though. We're only 2 minutes into the escape. Oh. Here we go.
Barrett!
Yeah,
I've got
the...
you covered. Find us
Right,
a
the
way
deep
out
ground
of
crew.
here. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here. Take them down. We don't have time for this shit. The clock's ticking.
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need. My turn.
Let's go. The others are waiting. Gotta get the hell out of here ASAP.
Yeah, oh god, who's the other? Exactly, right? Deep Ground is so edgy, it makes Vincent look not edgy. Oh, hi, Sleeper. Focus thrust. And we'll just hit them with that.
It's on now.
That's under our here.
And then we hit them with a Braver.
Let's finish this.
Let's do this.
Then we hit them with a charge there. We can hit him with a focus shot. And then we roll him.
Now's our chance.
Let's kick it up a notch.
All done.
Cocky little bastard, ain't you?
Where's my right there? There's my right there.
Need my help, do you? Hey, did you see me in action?
Must have missed it.
And we'll hit that for the potion and the MP. Get over these. Luckily the whole thing's... Oh, hell, that's a shock trooper. God, I hate shock troopers. Spells, fire.
My turn.
Where am I going? I'm going this way. Up the stairs. Where's the Ice Lord of the...
Don't screw this
He
up.
did dodge the fire, unfortunately. Because they jerks like that. I should Punisher mode, that's what I should do. Forgot that Punisher mode's what's good on them. What? Let me block. Stop it. That's what it is. There it is. Yep.
It's on you. Let's do this. You're mine.
You don't look so good. Take care of those wounds before you bleed out. Need my help, do you?
I won't give up.
Huh.
Don't stop now.
Steady.
And that should blow up that one.
You like that? Get your ass out of here.
No. There we are.
Did you see me in action?
Must have missed it.
Right, so shock troopers, you hit them with that Punisher mode, and then you hit them, and then you just block until they attack you, and then you roll them. Then we're good. Little tiny poof. Darn.
Sir.
A little tiny poof. A somewhat bigger poof.
Come on.
Doors open. We don't have to pick up the pace, people.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
And... What?
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
I love... 40-foot vertical leap. Look. He's a soldier. Clearly that's how that works. Ignore that Tifa can also do that, despite not being a soldier. Alright. Location Midgar. Oh. Well, there was an attempt. I was going to read the loading screen, but my computer's too good.
And with nothing but a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right? I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it. Huh. Watch out for live wires. They're everywhere.
Well,
The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open.
look, the Advent Children Bahamut fight is extremely cool. I don't care that it's nonsense. It's so cool. And I'm honestly super happy that they are taking cues from Advent Children on like what the characters are able to do, because it's so fun. Hey mods, mind deleting that message?
They just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
Was it the Mako density? The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
All vibes and no
Figure that
questions,
out
exactly.
later.
I'm running on empty here.
You can refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
Thank you, Blues.
How much farther do we have to go?
Not far. That's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Can't wait to see you, Marlene.
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
Also, in close spaces and high explosives, I'm sure Avalanche is going to be just fine.
She's good to go.
Now, I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure that's not how a clearing charge. That's not where you put a clearing charge to just bust a lock open.
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
Mm-hmm.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in Sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the
Yup.
entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of Sector 8...
No way.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor. And the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Let me count. Barrett's gone, Biggs is gone, Wedge's grenade launcher, Jesse's gone, and Cloud too. That's true.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet. But it's okay, cause I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders. Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your feelings. Whatever your problem, I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough. We get our asses home.
The problem is if innocent people are the unwilling sacrifice, they'll turn on you and you'll be the villain. See Shinra's modus operandi. Blowing up their own Mako reactor just to make Avalanche look bad.
We'll split up and shoot for the last train home. Regroup in the freight car. Got it?
Later then.
Hey, I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
True. Cloud, you gotta chill.
Yoo-hoo. I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
Of course not. It's healing materia.
You can have it for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
You love Jesse in the remake, but why boob plate? Because look, Jesse had boob plate when there were 7 pixels, or 7 polygons to the entire character model.
Oh, before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
Right, when there were only 7 polygons for the entire character model, there was boob plate, and these character redesigns are actually super faithful. Which is wild to say, given that we've about 15, like, there's about 15,000 times the number of polygons. But that's okay. I'm not suspicious.
Up here! Look up!
Yeah? Hi. I see you.
Up here. This could collapse at any moment.
I know.
If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
Obviously. Could collapse at any moment, so we're gonna... Hi.
The stairs are right there if you want to try crossing the rubble.
Nice vest. Like, kinda dapper, not gonna lie. No, no shelters around. At least certainly not if you stand there. Three grenades. Well. Unlucky. Go. Yeah, we may have biffed it. Chat, not gonna lie. We maybe didn't do such a good thing here.
Station's intact.
Okay. Station's intact, but the line isn't. Can't remember if there are posters for Loveless. There is a poster for Loveless. I think we just haven't gotten there yet. Well, Nibelheim's doing great.
couldn't be. But then...
I really like the new Sephiroth voice actor. I know people have a lot of attachment to Advent Children Sephiroth, and I guess even original Sephiroth, but like... I really like the new voice actor. Because, Chad, I didn't grow up with Final Fantasy VII. Well, I didn't have a PlayStation, so Final Fantasy VI was the one that I grew up with. So without that, right, the extra...
Wait.
The new voice actors, without having, right, a really strong emotional attachment to the old voice actors, they kind of just all kill it. And they're all so good.
You're not real. You're dead.
I am.
I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud.
Oof.
Were the planet to die,
Whoa.
so many things would be lost. Your hometown burns so bright. The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel. That which binds us together would be no more. And I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard!
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
The new Sephiroth voice actor is so menacing. I mean, the dialogue is cheesy as all hell, but still so good. I mean, that's the summary of this whole game, right?
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako, maybe. Alright. You got this.
Right? Everything's so cheesy, but at the same time it's so good and I love it so much.
Whoever did this is gonna...
The expressway was damaged too?
The Sector 8 Expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the
what a
Sector 8
mess.
Expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once. I repeat.
The station? We'll take that fire escape. Put you right on the street.
The operations center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings.
We'll just go down these stairs. Exactly, it's so earnest. right? It's something I genuinely love about these games, is that they're goofy, but they're never goofy because they're cynical about their goofiness. Like, it's not ashamed of that it's all just a bit silly. That's Aerith.
Good. Military.
Don't let the intruder escape.
I knew something like
Well,
this would happen one day.
we'll probably try and grab that in a moment. Let's go say hi to Aerith. Aerith.
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
She's...
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
No.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
How much?
Well, that
Oh.
depends on the customer.
Like, Chad, if you guys are enjoying this, I will absolutely...
It's on the house.
I will absolutely keep playing this.
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Aw.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
You need the steel chair? True.
So keep your distance.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Except for Shinra, and Sephiroth, and the Whispers,
Just blew. You
and...
shouldn't be out here trying to sell.
Help me!
Speaking of the Whispers, everyone wave hi to the Whispers. Exactly! History equals Final Fantasy history. This game is historical in and of itself.
Drop your weapon!
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
Like, yeah, we'll get Bahamut eventually, and Leviathan.
Sword on the ground!
No.
Now!
Well, time to do murder about it.
See ya. It's over.
No.
See ya. Not bad.
Hell. I don't remember which way to go. There's a purple materia over here, which is great.
No holding back. So long. That's that. This won't take long. It's over. Nothing to it.
HP up, that's awesome. Let's see. I think this way's locked, right? Yeah.
The area near the expressway is still extremely dangerous.
FF6 is generally a sillier game than FF7, I'll be honest.
Here we go. Let's go.
Are these actual dogs or robot dogs? These are actual dogs. They're just actual dogs who are a bit fucked up.
Going in.
Come on.
Sorry. Not bad.
Yeah, there's a chest over here. Nice. Which is sillier, Chrono Trigger or FF6? I think... Ugh. I think FF6 is sillier. Not by much, by just a smidge. Maybe I can just do this instead. Items, potion, cloud. There we go.
Just give it up!
Here we go.
Damn it, Braver Mist. Unlucky.
Let's do this.
Damn it, that wasn't really where I wanted to go, but that's fine. Grenadier, just get rolled. Oh, I don't remember where I'm going. Ladder sounds great. There's something down in the corner here, right? Just some Shinra boxes. Okay. Oh, that's a shock trooper.
No holding back.
Did you whiff?
I'll end this. You're done. Going in.
And bit of an awkward camera angle, but I did roll that, so. Items, potion, that's fine.
Ground forces engaging target in Hawks Plaza. All nearby units converge and provide immediate support.
Let's do this.
Grenade out!
Nick.
Try this. That's that.
And there's that.
Target still mobile. Support. Proceed to rally point at the station.
Are the shock troopers people, robots, or neither? They are wearing augment suits. So they are people wearing augment suits with specialized Shinra training.
Be advised. Target approaching residential area. Seal all access immediately. Target sighted. Get him.
It's all or nothing now.
There it is, that's what I was looking for. Ooh, that was an Iron Bangle. Materia and equipment. Cloud, Iron Bangle, and I have power wrist guards. With the Iron Bangle I can then set my materia, which I can do to do HP up, I think, for now. Start working up some AP. Is Shinra a private corporation or a company? Or a government agency? Both? As it turns out, the answer is both.
Need a light.
God, really? They say need a light when I cast fire? Cloud, you edgy fuck. Wannabe edgelord with the cheesy one-liners. Oh, there you are. Like, where are you?
That's that. That it?
Confirmed. Target has entered residential area. Hold up, down is in effect. All units.
Yeah. In this one too, right? The city of Midgar is completely controlled by the private corporation of Shinra, which is organized like a corporation, mostly. Technically they're the Electra company, but they just don't act like it ever. Ow.
Time to burn. That's that.
Oh, that's another shock trooper.
Need a light.
Goodbye. Yeah, they were a small arms company, they became an electric company. They took over the city after, or sometime around the war with Wutai, and now they run everything. It's deeply strange. Like, don't think too much about how Shinra Corps actually works, because it kinda doesn't.
Here it comes. I see.
Dang it. Like, literally anyone other than that. Ow. Could you not? Could you walk onto anyone else, game? Please.
Let's do this. You're done. It's over. Steady.
Ready when you are.
It's over. Nothing to it.
That's fair. Never mind, never forget that this is mid-90s at its core. Exactly. It is mid-90s Japan, any way we slice it.
End of the line, punk. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Also, by the way, we're not letting the flower get a scratch, and it's very funny.
That's that.
Ow, could you not? Grab your egg, goodbye.
No holding back. Burn.
Did I miss a burn?
Here we go. Anytime now. See ya. I see you.
Hey. Come on.
Time to end this.
Kill the rest of them. Now we cast, we drop a fire on the you. And then we drop a fire on you.
Time to burn. Get ready. Gotcha.
You should not do that. Nah, he spells fire.
No escape.
Spells another fire. Ow.
Need a light.
And now we hit you with a braver. Goodbye.
Let's finish this.
Long live Shinra.
Don't let him escape! HQ, this is Sector 8, Unit 2. Target is surrounded. Moving to secure. Wait! I know that.
Well, rest in peace, guy who knew us. God, I love how many hints they put in. Right, Final Fantasy VII Original does not do a good job on highlighting Cloud's backstory.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's
This
fine.
game does a
We
really
saw
good
that
job
action.
highlighting Cloud's backstory.
Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
How could that guy have known Cloud even though he's a first-class soldier? Excellent question, Valak. I'm sure that'll never get answered in Crisis Core.
You had me worried for a minute. What the hell you been up to?
Giving public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
God, I enjoy this game so much.
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
Why is Biggs not wearing armor? Don't worry about it.
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Suit
Biggs
yourself.
does not need armor, he has 80s action movie power. True. Notably, Cloud is also wearing armor only on the barest of technicalities.
And in the freight car, too.
Because of the evacuation order, maybe?
Lucky us. We've got a crowd to hide in.
Barrett,
Go to the front of the train and hold there.
you could not hide in the crowd if you tried.
An emergency schedule is now in effect. Your understanding and cooperation is appreciated.
The highway collapsed right in front of us.
Wow, you'd have think there'd be people riding in the freight car. Guess they don't have much choice, but...
Stop that right now!
Well, well, well. If it isn't another recurring Final Fantasy character.
Just leave me alone, alright?
Uh-huh. You going to steal anything?
Hey, got a sec? You're holding up pretty well, huh? Even after what we saw at the station and all over Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Wow.
You see,
My
daughter
hands are
now
still
lives in
shaking.
Sector 8,
You get
so-
used to it.
Something to look forward to. Maybe not.
Maybe not. Biggs, you're too good for Cloud.
Gotten out of bed this morning. Just called
Too
me
bad
sick.
Cloud would also have some trouble in a crowd. True. Look, the anime protagonist here stops for nobody, and we're not going to hide such a gorgeous deal.
I can't wait to set foot on the surface.
Little help, Cloud? Please? I can't stop thinking about it. The
We're
bomb
loudly
on the
declaring to the
ship's
crowd that his
just
soul
an
is running out in
explosion
pain and having to do
that
recon
big.
and blend into the crowd.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't a reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing?
I'm sure Sector 7's affected
You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault. Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on.
Nope.
Thanks, Cloud. You're a good listener.
Uh-huh. That's good. I'm too edgy to say otherwise. If only she could know that Heidegger and his hilarious laugh was actually behind the whole thing. God. I'm so excited for Airbuster.
Maniacs would go so far as to bomb a reactor?
They've yet to announce it publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass. Everyone knows Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
Just who do you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Law-abiding? Really?
Shh. Don't antagonize him.
In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry.
Cloud, should someone interfere?
Got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
That's right.
That is the Shinra Creed.
Is it? Is it really though? Have you met anyone at Shinra?
Them fighting words.
It's what we believe. We all have to follow our conscience, don't we?
We should go.
Right.
I love, yeah, his entire name is just Shinra Middle Manager.
Time for a little nap.
Maybe I just gotta move.
I didn't hear anything. You gotta believe me.
Yep, heard nothing. Uh-huh.
You hear that suit? Shinra Creed my ass. We're the good guys, damn it.
Are we?
You hear that suit? Shinra Creed my ass.
Mr. Respectability Politics, Shinra Middle Manager Yuffie. God, he's such a good character. It is very funny.
Personally, I find visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more
Oh
bearable.
good, who's ready for exposition?
Think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters
Mori,
above
I have
ground
played the
level.
original.
Atop
I did not grow
stands
up
a
with the
shining
original.
beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the train's route. As you can see, it'll take us around this main pillar. Look, we're about halfway through it now. They've set up a checkpoint here to scan the IDs of all passengers heading in and out. Date of birth, residential status, criminal history, all that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way. Heads up. Don't worry, our IDs are impeccable. What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith. Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there gotta struggle to survive. Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
Then leave and don't look back. That's what's always worked for me.
Well, that's all well and good. If you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know?
Based Barrett. Communal activism. Communal eco-terrorism. But yes, to answer the question again, now that the ad should be over.
Like this train, I suppose. There's only one way it can go.
I did play the original Final Fantasy VII, but only like 8 or 9 years ago. 7 or 8 years ago. I did not play it when it first came out. I did not grow up with it. Final Fantasy VI was the one I grew up on. But I have played through the entirety of the original Final Fantasy VII. I prefer 9. I played 7 and then I played 9 right after. I like 9 more.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Goodness.
Knew it couldn't be that bad. No way.
This could just be you. You think Midgar is the best designed part of Final Fantasy VII. The rest of the game's locations are nowhere near as interesting. Yeah.
Members lost 0.
And one step closer to a brighter future.
Hell yeah!
Lower your voices, huh? People are listening.
Oh, right.
Now get some R&R. You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, alright?
Chat mods. We got the bar. Exactly, right? It is...
See you soon. At 7th Heaven. You know, where Tifa works. Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
Ha. Barret is the least stealthy, but we love that about him. But yeah, right, Midgar is clearly the best design section of Final Fantasy VII, with maybe Cosmo Canyon as like the next closest. But that's why we spent the entire time here in Midgar. It's like this entire game is just in Midgar because it deserves it. It is the most delightfully designed place in the entire area. I'll be super curious though to see what they do with Wutai in Remake, because I think they could do a lot of cool stuff with Wutai. Nice tunes. I mean, God, it's so good. By the way, chat, since we are a historian and are pretending to be historical, should note, Midgar is a very bad transliteration of Midgardr. Because, yeah, there's Norse mythology references all over this darn place. If you know the original game, you know the boss Midgar Zolom, which makes no sense given that's nowhere near Midgar. And Zolom is just a weird word. That's actually Midgar Zormr.
Huh. Mako is the lifeblood of the planet?
It's the Midgard Serpent, or Jörungander.
Damn eco-warriors with their dumbass posters. I tear them down and they're back up inside of an hour. Like I've got nothing better to do. I mean, look at all that steel work. You trying to tell me that's not progress? What the? You okay, buddy? Mako junkie, huh? Figures.
You again.
I'm sure it's fine. Well, I'm sure it's fine. Nothing bad could possibly have happened.
Comes soon enough. I can barely tell my skin from all the ash and sweat.
When I get back, it's refueling time.
Excuse me? Due to an emergency, entry into this area is prohibited. Sorry for the inconvenience.
You called that a warning?
No, that was good. That was good. Don't listen to him, dear recruit. You're doing great.
In accordance with emergency regulations, entry into this area is prohibited. Please leave at once.
Still too nice.
Hey. Don't be like that.
This area is off limits. Turn around and leave at once. If you don't, I'll have no choice but to use force.
Now you're getting the hang of it.
No. I liked you better the old way, new recruit. Stay based.
What the? That's where I work. No freaking way.
Put that fire out, idiots!
I was there yesterday.
Hi, Tifa. I'm Arlene.
Arlene.
Daddy, you're home.
That's right, Angel. I am.
All right, Billy. Have a good night.
Girl.
Yeah, I've been helping Tifa.
Oh,
Go.
you did you? Well, well.
You made it. Where'd you get that? I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh? How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Guy can change. Has been 5 years.
Huh?
I need to talk to Barrett.
Right. Come on in.
Daddy, the Mako place blew up. Everyone on TV's talking about it.
Don't you worry about all that silliness. Daddy's here and he's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get you to bed, huh?
Hi, Marlene. Hi, Scary.
Hey! The hell you think you're doing scaring my daughter like that?
Daddy says never talk to strangers.
That's right, honey. I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's lessons.
Barrett is such a great dad.
You know what else good girls do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
All right. But just this once.
So then, what can I get you?
My money. I'm still waiting on it.
Right.
Wow.
About that.
I love it. So Risk is running a flame war. Who's best waifu? Jessie, Arthur, Tifa? The first answer is Barrett. Or sorry, yeah. First answer is Barrett.
Daddy?
Second answer is
If
Ketchi.
people who died all return to the planet?
Of course.
Y'all have no chill. Jukebox tunes. Look, Cloud can rock that dress. You're true. Cloud.
Before we get on to money, there's an empty apartment in a place just down the road.
Cloud does rock that dress, and I love what they do in this game with the whole dress
so you wouldn't even
sequence.
have to pay rent. Sound good?
Sure does. Thanks.
Follow me then. How was it up on the plate?
It was chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to put you in danger like that. I promise I won't do it again.
Danger's part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shinra.
Not good at all.
So, you make nice with everyone?
Well,
As much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
I'll give you that.
Aw. Cloud knows he's a dork.
Sector 8 on the news. It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells them to.
So, it wasn't that bad?
It was.
Oh, right.
Tragic.
And here we are. Good old Stargazer Heights. You're on the second floor.
Right next to you. Hopefully.
Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with 7th Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate. Here's your room, 202. Don't worry, I already told the landlady about you.
You did?
Yes? Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend looking for a place to stay. Was that too much?
No. It's fine. And this?
That one's, know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow.
Agalias, it is 100% always a gun occasion. No such thing as no gun occasions for Barrett.
It's a little bare, but should be enough to get you through the night. If you want anything else, we can always get it.
There's one thing. My money. You guys owe me 2,000, remember?
I do. And we'd love to settle up, especially since this was your first job for us, but...
That's it?
Sorry. We spent the rest preparing for the mission. That really is it. But not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is.
Right.
Wait, then I'd have to pay you for that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price. With what you gave me, that leaves 1,500.
You're the best. I'll see you bright and early at the bar then. Thanks again for everything. Sleep tight.
God, the animation in this is so good. Ah. Cloud getting the true freelancer experience, getting severely underpaid. Yeah. I feel like Cloud gave a discount for Tifa. Cloud, of course, gave a discount for Tifa. Look, this boy right here thinks he is super edgy and cool and tough, and he's super not, and does in fact just like not know what to do with this whole attempting to have friends things.
Hey, you okay in there? Oh. Coming in.
How does he sleep with that pauldron on? Badly.
Cloud, stop! Get back inside! Get off me!
What are you doing to Marco? This is his apartment. He's got a few problems, but he's not a bad guy. The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
Sure.
Oh hey, another advocate of the union. He was saying union, right? Uh-huh. Totally. Yep. God. Again, another thing that the original game does not really set up very well. Right? Like, in the entire Midgar section, you get this guy are sick as, like, the only mention of what is a super important plot beat. And so I'm very happy that we're introducing it right away at the beginning, not wasting any time. Just being like, yep, this guy sure are sick. Exactly, 7 and 8, right, 7 and 8 have both phenomenal stories, but 7 just, like, doesn't set up most of its plot. Unlike 6, and unlike 9.
Well now, You must be Cloud.
Alright, ZX. We'll see you later.
I'm Marl, your landlady. So how'd you like the place? You from up on high?
I've been around.
I'll bet. No matter. All kinds come through with all kinds of reasons. If you ever need an ear to bend, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything, even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then some.
Can we pet the dog? We cannot pet the dog.
Is your face always that pale? You're not getting enough sleep.
Yeah.
You know, Tifa's probably wondering why you haven't joined her yet.
What's gonna happen to Mickey?
My husband decided to go to the station.
Another day.
A friend of mine.
Shipments from Sector. Everyone's worried they're gonna run out of money soon.
Hi, kitty.
Sad day when people care more about what's in
Hi.
the wallet, what's happening to the planet.
A good kitty.
Morning.
Hey.
Just so you know, Marlene's still asleep. Let's get down to business, shall we?
Huh?
These water filters won't replace themselves. Although the next batch probably could, if Jessie put her mind to it. Most every home in the area has one. Folks love them because they practically eliminate the rotten egg smell. Honestly, they make us more money than this place. And it's easy money, too. We bring new filters, collect the old
That
ones,
looks hungover and he
paid.
didn't even drink last night.
What?
Give me a break. I'm not a salesman. I'm a soldier.
Which is why no one will refuse to pay. What do you say? Please?
Let's get this over with.
Great. And while we're at it, I'll give you the grand tour. Go ahead and keep whatever we collect.
Cool.
Seeing as you didn't bring any luggage, I'm guessing there's stuff you need to buy.
Thanks.
And don't worry, we'll pay you the difference after. Ferret's out making his...
I'm noticing I'm dropping some frames over here, chat. Hold on a minute. Let's just quick... boo. Let's just drop the shadow resolution, because that's fine. Maybe able to drop that by just like 1. Yeah. Let's try that. Is that more stable? That's way more stable. Perfect.
Some creepy dudes hit on me. All the items you could want, straight from the plate. No matter your needs or your...
Hey there. Here to change out your water filters.
Tifa, baby, how you doing? Been waiting for you to... Wait, who's it?
Cloud's in charge of collections. He'll take your money.
Sounds like a pretty sweet gig. If you ever need someone to fill in, I'm your man.
In your dreams, maybe.
Huh?
Cloud? Since we're here, maybe we should do a shopping.
He tried.
Suppose I can take a look.
Yoink. How are we doing on cash? Let's just buy one of all those. Beautiful.
Thanks. If you're ever in the market for anything else, drop on by. Especially if Tifa's with you.
Dude.
We'll see you around, okay? And let
Don't
us
be
know
weird
when
about
your
it.
filter next needs changing.
He was being weird about it.
He's a regular. Stock up here and he might throw in a freebie or two.
For you, maybe.
Well, you could try being a little nicer.
Right.
To get free shit? Not my style.
Our next stop is Stargazer Heights. Landlady's a client.
Uh-huh.
Just met her.
Then you know what to expect. Remember, she's a good friend of Avalanche, so be nice. Please.
What's this, please?
Apparently it was done by a terrorist group called Avalanche.
This isn't
No, it wasn't. It was a splinter group. Don't worry.
Hey, Marl. Got some filters for ya.
Tifa, my dear, dear girl.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what's he doing?
Working?
Be nice. Cloud's helping me with collections.
You better take care of her.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at taking care of myself, you know.
That I do. Still, better him than you. No charm, no wit. Big sword, but no skills.
Uh-huh.
I've got skills.
Nice.
I'm doing my best.
You're looking awfully glum. Are you getting enough sleep?
No innuendo
Long rest to
whatsoever.
cure anything, I tell you.
A tried and true lesson for life on the ground floor. Am I right?
That you are. Now, your money.
Thanks, Marl. You take care of yourself.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Hooray. By the way, rest spots in this game are not inns, it's just sit down at the bench.
Marl's great. She helped get me set up back in the day.
You been here a while now?
5 years, give or take.
Ain't they short-handed?
But never mind that. We've got to get you your money. Last stop is the weapons.
Ha! I love the voice crack in there. Someone's suspicious. Yeah, yeah.
Hey! That last filter didn't do shit!
We're so sorry about that. Hopefully this one will work better.
Save your excuses and get out!
All right. If you could just settle your bill, we'll be on our way.
The hell? You charging me for your busted-ass goods?
My associate handles payment disputes.
Think you can mosey up in here and have it your way?
Yep.
Pretty please.
Thank you very much. Seeing as we're done with our rounds and you've got a small fortune now, why not take a gander at the weapons?
Well, when will Barrett be back with the rest?
Before we open up tonight. It'll be a while yet, so... What do you want to do?
Don't really know.
In that case, I've got a suggestion.
Side quests.
Want to hear it?
Right? Great
If
suggestion.
you're serious about becoming a merc, then you're going to need to start making connections. It's not what you know, but who you know, you know?
Another lesson for life on the ground floor.
Yep. Connections get you jobs. Jobs build your rep. And more rep gets you better connections.
How do I start?
Why not help out the neighborhood watch? They're mostly volunteers, but you'll get to know people.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't see anybody at the office, so let's head up top.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own.
Uh-huh.
I ain't got nothing
Speak
for a
with our
punk-ass
friendly
bitch
staff
like
to find
you.
the perfect
Yeah, that's
weapon
fair.
for you and your needs.
Wee.
We gotta do something about
Alright, who's... Oh, look, it's Biggs and Wedge. Who could have predicted this?
Huh? Hey, Cloud. Looking to
Who
join
could
the
have
neighborhood
predicted
watch?
this?
That depends. What does this neighborhood watch do?
Lots of stuff, really. But our top priority is
Look.
taking care of any beasts that wander into town. That, and teaching the locals how to defend
Oh god, what's needed to get the better flower scene? I have no idea. I have no memory of what did it.
Great fighter, but only we know that. If no one knows him, no one will hire him. Thought if he joined the watch, he could get his name out there.
That would work for everybody.
Truth be told, we could really use your help. We can't pay you in gil, but we'll work something out. For example... Aha! What about your sword? I could mod it for you.
No thanks. It's fine just the way it is.
You some kind of purist? I know I'd never pass up a chance to improve my gear. Come on. At least let me show you how it's done.
We can skip the tutorial, I know what I'm doing here. Whee! So welcome to the upgrades. As we level up, we gain SP. As we gain SP, we can apply them to do stuff. as we fight more, we'll level up. We'll unlock more things so that every weapon remains viable for the entire game. Or something.
All set. Needless to say.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
We'll do you one better. Spread the word to everyone who listen about the new merc in town.
Between him and Wedge, there isn't anyone they don't know.
I'll march through the streets singing your praises, even on an empty
Hello,
stomach.
Tiara Salas.
So, where are these monsters?
Scrap Boulevard. Good hunting.
Hey, Cloud, I'll come with.
No, I've got this.
But you don't know the way, do
Okay, it's
you?
down. This Sector 7's not. Yup.
Sure thing. I know these streets better than anyone.
Yeah, let's go, Tifa. Materia and equipment. Tifa. Bronze Bangle. I think that's all we've got. Yup. Yup. Let's set your material to then have... Let's put ice on you.
Scrap Boulevard is out west. Past the barricades, supposed to keep the monsters out. Anyway, we should prepare, just in case.
Hold on.
After 1,000, you'll be ready to hit up Jesse.
Let's go down here.
Even our facilities are starting to look a little run down.
And...
Searching for candidates.
oh good, Chadley's not gonna distract me yet.
Here's Scrap Boulevard.
I can see why monsters would feel right at home.
And the more we pile up, the more they show up.
And... let's grab another ice materia. Some shimmer.
Here's our first challenger. Show 'em what you got, Cloud.
And we'll just hit them with a focus thrust. Tifa excels at close range combat and uses combos to deal lots of damage. Press X to execute a normal attack or hold it down to deliver a single powerful blow. Unbrow strength can be used to enhance her unique ability as well as increase the number of attacks that chain together. Note, she just punches people a lot. Well, I just whiffed. So yeah, she fights, she punches things, and then levels up her combos, and then you just manage her key levels in and out. Braver on the Gorger.
All set.
Hello, Karabachi. It is good to see you. We're just hanging out, because this is great. Yep, as a reminder to folks, as you are tuning in, do make sure you donate those channel points over to the community challenge if you want to see me dress up like Andreas Mahler from Pentiment, which, you know, I assume you do. I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't. Exactly. That's what I thought.
You're good at this. Charging in like it was nothing.
You too. It's a little surprising.
Well, I've been here 5 years. If you don't look out for yourself, no one else will. That one's gonna be a test. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Let's go. Gotta learn if you wanna stick around. Okay. Let's grab this side.
Bring it. See ya. Too late.
Good job, Cloud.
All right. I think that might be the last of them.
They won't stay gone for long.
Of course not. Even so, folks will be grateful for the peace and quiet in the meantime. A win's a win, you know?
True.
Trust me, it'll do wonders for your rep. Right. Let's go check in with Biggs and Wedge.
Good job, team. I think I got the materia. I think I looted this place dry. Yeah. I super did. We'll just double check by going through. Here. Perfect. Yep. Have we looted the... Have we decided which Andreas? Act 1 Andreas, I think. I would do Act 2, but I can't afford the materials for that cosplay. Good lord, there's fur involved. No. So Act 1 Andreas, because he is the same age as me. And all I'd have to do is, like, shave, and then it's right.
Doesn't look like a merc.
That sword's massive.
What does he sell again?
Searching for candidates.
So yeah, it's almost certainly going to be Act 1 Andreas. Because, yeah.
Back already?
Got every last one too. Now the slum should be safe.
You guys are machines.
Good job. Meanwhile, we told everyone.
You guys didn't move. I was gone for 5 minutes.
So I heard. I've got to ask though. What did you tell them?
It's all right. All you gotta do is keep up the good work. It'll pay off soon enough.
Only if you have someone steal your hat midway through.
How's the sword?
That can be arranged.
Good.
Glad to hear it. Seems like the perfect fit for you.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
Ow.
Oh. You okay?
I'm fine.
Been meaning to ask. After you left the village...
It's a long story.
I've got time. Why don't you tell me all about it while we try to rustle up some more work for you?
That sounds great. I'll come too.
Oh, no you won't. Come along now, you two.
Sorry,
Go on.
maybe next time.
No fair.
Think about it for a second. They haven't seen each other in years. You'd be a third wheel.
Before we get back to it, why don't you check out the weapons?
No need.
Come on, the dealer's probably heard all about you by now. Might treat you better.
I don't know about that.
Look, we at least get teeth and new weapons.
Someone got rid of all the monsters on Scrap Boulevard? No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own. Come and check out our selection.
Hold on. Heard there's a merc that'll take on any monster.
Better end the game cleaned up after living in the woods for 18 years? Yeah.
Around here.
What if I am?
Sorry about before. I get antsy when business is slow.
Uh-huh.
Man in your line of work needs weapons, no? Why not try that one on for size?
Who did you make this weapon for? Who did...
Badass like you rocking my weapons is good advertising. Think about it.
Fine.
Who did you make that weapon
You
for?
want to take a look at something else?
Just a look.
Uh-huh. I can't afford the star bangle. That's annoying. Okay. Power wrist guards, bulletproof vest, earrings, talisman, or revival. I think we'll hit up that power wrist guard. And then yeah, I'm out of cash.
Don't be a stranger.
We can now acquire weapon abilities. Once you achieve maximum proficiency at weapon's ability, it becomes your own and you can use it without the weapon equipped.
Since you've got yourself a new weapon, let's see if we can't put it to good use. Come on, let's go chat up Weimer.
Who?
The guy who tracks all the requests that come to the watch. You never know. Could toss some work your way.
Side quest.
Where's he at?
Oh, he should be back at the office by now.
Exactly. Equipment, Cloud, Buster Sword, Iron Blade. So we're gonna slot in all those new materia, drop ourselves another one in here for that lightning, and power wrist guards, and then we got some upgrades to do, because of course we have some upgrades to do. Defense, max HP, physical reduction, counter damage, that's lovely, and defense up. There we go. And now Tifa. Leather gloves. Speed. And attack. Perfect. So every time we level, we unlock more SP, and we just want to keep those weapons up to date as much as we can.
Hey, you just opened up shop.
You're the aspiring odd jobber, right?
I hear you
Hi, Weimer.
searching for candidates.
Hey there, Tifa. You need a helping hand?
Do we?
Actually, I wanted to introduce you to an old friend of mine. This is Cloud. He's a merc.
Ah, you don't say. Well, we're always on the lookout for experienced fighters to help us deal with the big
Yay,
critters.
tutorials.
I'll take on anything. For the right price, that is.
Experienced and cocky, huh? If it's a challenge you want, I might have a few good ones. Your clients can fill you in on the details. Prove yourself at these jobs, and I'll see if I can.
One of these jobs is locating cats, just for the record.
Candidate detected. Performing physical analysis. Sizable weapon. Excellent cardiovascular health and impressive lung capacity. Perfectly balanced muscle and bone structure. An optimal candidate. My name is Chadley. I'm an intern for Shinra's Research and Development Division. I hope you'll be interested in helping me with my research. Please accept this as a down payment. I would like you to set that assess materia in your equipment and use it to gather intelligence in battle. This data will help me to develop new types of materia.
Only if I get
I'm not
them.
interested in working for Shinra.
You should know that I work actively to promote Shinra's efforts. I'm sure you of all people can appreciate the tremendous power of materia.
Hi, I'm an intern for Shinra's R&D. I'm trying to overthrow Shinra.
And if you later decide that I am not worthy of your trust, you can do what you do best.
I will hold you to that.
Excellent! Then we shall work together so long as you deem fit. Once you've completed your task, please return and report to me.
Alright, alright. Suppose we should make sure we slot in the assess materia somewhere there. Maybe instead of HP up, we'll hit with that assess. There we go. And what's our map looking like? Do I remember how the maps? Yes. So there's one right there. There's one down here. There's one up here. And that's about it. Yep. Where's nuisance in the factory? Ah, up here. Alright, well.
I hear you sell swords. Might want to introduce yourself. Hey, you just opened up shop in the area, didn't you?
I don't know, Polywoggy. I don't remember anything from anything Song of Ice and Fire.
Oh, hey there.
Hi, Betty.
Is Marlene with you?
No.
Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping she could help me find my friends.
I know someone who can help you. This guy right here.
Really? Okay, let me tell you all about them. They have long arms and legs, and they're a little skinny. They like places where there's food, and nice people will give them treats when they ask. And small spaces. Oh yeah, and they're all cats.
I'm looking for cats?
They're friendly, so if you call them, they'll come running. All 3 of them. Find my friends, please.
Alright.
Who's the source of all?
I suppose we can attempt to locate the cats.
It might be a good idea to stock up on
One of the
food
emeralds.
Hey, look, there's one.
Wait, did you hear that just...
We almost pet the cat. We almost managed to pet the cat.
Don't take your eyes.
A friend of
Whee.
mine. Another day.
All the items you
Over this way.
Hey,
Hello.
I'm trying to get a cat to come out. It snatched one of my pastries and scurried in there. Will you be a dear and lend me a hand?
Alright. I can try. Kitties, hello. Gee, I wonder if it's the bright white cat. Oh, yep, that's valid.
This sucks.
Well, we tried. We got hissed at. Chad, I don't think they like us.
Missed out on my chance to live next door.
You're the aspiring odd jobber, right? I'll be in touch.
Where's cat number 3? I don't remember where cat number 3 is. Here, kitty, kitty.
I hope that they say Avalanche is the one responsible.
Don't wish I could dry my clothes in cleaner air. Can you even...
What can't good?
I can never remember where the heck I am.
One I get sick of.
I'm not gonna let you sleep.
Let's see, they should put me. Oh,
Wait,
if we strip
did you hear that just now? I think one of Betty's cats might be.
there you are. There was a whole. No, it's also the children's school tutoring slash storytime slash play yard.
Screw this.
The cats are safe, but still nowhere to be found. Return to Betty and apologize. Well,
The live stream, right? What's a live stream? What? They ran away? So, never gonna see them again? You guys!
nope, they just don't like us in particular.
That scary man was chasing them. Thank you!
Uh-huh. Oh dear.
That went well. Could be you found your calling.
Did we?
Was alright, I guess.
Think of each job as an opportunity. Not
We
to
built-
make money, but to build connections.
We built a connection
Not what you
with.
know, but who.
You remembered.
Not a patient teacher.
Maybe not so patient next time.
Oh boy.
Oh, Barrett should have finished collecting his share of the money.
And yes, doing one of the
So
side
what do we
quests
do?
was
Head
mandatory.
back to the bar?
What's a live stream?
So now we can go back to the bar and move on with the story, or we could not do that.
Can't good.
Something's wrong. Let's check it out.
I hope he's okay.
Stay away from me! Hold it! Settle down now.
Get off me, assholes! I didn't do shit!
Shut up, punk.
Or what, huh? Screw you!
What's going on?
Why you gotta do me
Somebody
like
went and
that?
stole some
Just
blasting native
messing
from a
with you.
Shinra warehouse. So public security started asking questions, and you know how Johnny gets.
It's because of the reactor bombing, I bet. I could be wrong, but something tells me they're not gonna settle for just roughing him up this time.
We've got to save him, Cloud.
Is he Avalanche?
No. He doesn't really know what we do. But he has his suspicions.
Ignoring the side quest and being kind of mean to Jafe and Eric is what we need to do to get the Barrett scene. Well, that's
Actually,
fair.
You know what? Maybe I should go alone.
I'm coming.
Are you sure?
It's the least I can do. Lead on.
Thanks. Come on.
But that takes effort, so... And I like loot too much. Do I want to know... Fine, fine, fine. I can't listen to the Chocobo mixtape. Oh dear.
Model citizens don't steal
Exactly, the gamer urge to collect loot we most likely won't use. Hey look, I've played hard mode of this game. I know how to use items. He might accidentally spell something important.
All he had to do was keep his mouth shut.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway, you distract the officers and I'll figure something out.
If by distract you mean murder, let's help out. Don't worry, I'm sure nothing bad will happen if we just sit down with our potion energy drinks. And yes, that is how they justify potions, is that potions are energy drinks. It's just an energy drink brand, and it's so fun.
Let him go.
Who are you? The cavalry?
Is that who I think it is? Oh, hell yeah! You guys really came to save me!
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Here we go.
Hit me with that security officer assist. And... let me just dive kick you real quick.
Hang back.
And we'll just assess the guard dog.
Deal with that.
Okay, let's go. Keep it up. Let's pour on the
Gotcha. See ya.
And then a triple slash.
Take the lead.
Let me
And we're done.
What now?
He's a talker.
Huh? Whoa, whoa!
No!
You're not gonna... Hold up! Wait! Don't do it, man!
You want to live? Then get the hell out of town.
You got it, boss! You ain't never gonna see my face again! I swear!
Are you sure about this? It's a big risk.
I know, but it's fine.
This isn't...
And them?
This isn't the last
No.
time we're gonna see Johnny.
Cloud. You're scaring me. We need to go before they wake up.
They're not asleep, Tifa. Look, I know this sword is more of a club than it is a sword, but they're not just asleep.
I'm worried about Johnny.
I'm more worried about us. We gotta go, right?
Right.
What?
It's just... you've really changed.
How?
I suppose it's... yeah. Your eyes. They used to be less...
It's the Mako. Soldier, remember?
That's not...
I remember.
That's not what...
So, what do you want to do now? Head back to
Cloud,
the bar, or
Cloud.
do you want to tackle
That's
another
not
job?
where that sentence was going. I understand. Yes, your eyes are now more green than blue. But that sure. Never mind.
man, check it out. This song's pretty sweet, ain't it? You like it? You feeling it? Have a copy.
I'm not feeling it, but I'm a completionist. So, sure. We'll pretend. Look, not quite every track in this game is a banger.
Shops on Culvert Street, stock goods you won't find.
Hello, hello! Oh, what do we have here? I'm guessing you're that merc I've heard so much about. You're not here to shop, are you? People were right. You look like you can handle yourself. So some Drakes have made themselves at home in the abandoned Talaga factory.
Right.
Can't have that kind of trouble around here.
Mm-hmm.
My regulars will do anything to get their hands on the scrap in there. And if they run into those Drakes,
yeah,
they could get hurt.
I'll handle it.
Much obliged, sir. Head on over to the old Talaga factory and talk to Narjan. He's the watchman guarding the entrance.
Whee.
Good luck. I'm counting on you, my friend.
Those lip flops weren't great. Those lip flops needed some help.
Hey, this looked like a bloodstained. Seems a whole bunch of giant rats. Non-stop squeaking's driving me insane.
You say giant rats? Nope, no giant rats there. I believe if I talk in here, though.
Hey there, Tifa. Welcome back. And you, the new merc in town, looking for work, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
In that case, maybe you could do something about the Doom Rats. Them and their were-rat buddies have been tearing up town, looking for food and whatnot. Got into the store and made one hell of a mess, let me tell you. Oh, you think that's funny, do you? Don't lie. I saw you crack a smile. Well, do the job and you can laugh it up for all I care. Anyway, they're probably nesting in the outskirts. Now I've heard a were-rat in pain will call its friends for help. And the whole rat pack will come running just like that.
Great.
All the items you could want, straight from the another day.
Let's try that again. Now there's a giant rat. Hello, giant rat. Look, it's just how this game works. I don't have oomph yet. There we go. Abilities, assess. Let's hit you with weak to ice. Fair enough.
Let's do this. Here we go. I don't see any doom rats around.
What do you think? Should we wait? You know, this might be a waste of time. Let's head back to the store and touch base for now.
There. That should be enough intel for the kid.
Nope. Not returning to Shadley yet. Though it is helpful. And that's going to be a future us problem. Also, yes. Just some were rats.
Well, rats too much to handle? I'm just messing with you. Heard you took out some were-rats, which is nice and all, but the job was to wipe out the Doom Rats.
Yup.
No biggie. Get back out there and don't look so glum. It's only a matter of time till they show.
Uh-huh. Yes, they make us go back and forth and back and forth. Yes, it's annoying.
A friend of mine's an aspiring actor.
It's believable, but it's annoying. Hey look, we found them.
Keep it together. Let's do it right.
Unbridled strength. And then we... Unbridled strength again. And then she just, like, mauls them, which is very funny. Now we hit them with the chakra. And then we hit them with a triple slash. And then we hit them with that for that sweet upgrade. Exactly. At least the areas are not very big, right? Every area in this game is pretty jam-packed except Sector 5? Yeah, Sector 5. So, I'm not ever too mad about going back and forth.
Finally managed to get those Doom rats, huh? Thanks, guys. You're the greatest. It was so dead in here, I thought I might have to close up shop for good. Hey, got an idea. Hear me out. If the guy who took care of the town's rat problem told everybody where he liked to shop, well, what do you say? I'll make it worth your while, of course. Give you some incentive. Talk you up to Weimer and my customers, and anybody else who listen. You'll be swimming in work before you know it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay then, that's what I like to hear. Seventh Heaven, the new merc in town and my little store.
Sure.
I can see it now. We're gonna clean up.
Sure. Cleansing material. Helpful. What's the other item? High potions are on sale. Yeah. I'll take that.
Thanks to the awesome new marking town.
And over to the factory.
People are counting.
Yeah.
Glad we no longer have a rat.
And I don't mind. I also don't mind too much. Even though we're stuttering a little bit here when there's lots of people on screen. Overall, this thing is not big enough to, like, be an issue.
Factory's off limits. Drakes have been... Huh? Wait a minute. Tifa? Don't tell me you're here to take... In that case, we believe there's at least 2 groups lurking somewhere inside the factory. Find and cull them all.
Right. Abandoned Talagar factory. Also known as an annoying area. Oh. Boxes! How are these guys using ARs with no stock? Or assault rifles, I should say. Technically AR is a specific company. Don't worry about it? I think the answer is don't worry about it. Damn hipsters, this is what SoCal looks like. I couldn't say either way.
Bring it.
Stop it. Abilities. I think we still need to assess them, so... Beautiful. Just broadly speaking, weak to magic. And one. And then we hit them.
Let's do this.
No surprises there.
Wow. Basically, that boils down to Aerith is really good against them. Shocking nobody. Aerith Gainsborough, pretty good character.
I'm ready for you.
Oh. I don't have a tornado up, unfortunately.
Keep it together.
Do
that.
You're up.
Hey,
Luckily, he stayed
Just
nice
like
and
that,
near
okay?
down. For some completely bizarre reason, he decided to stay right on ground level so I could do things. And then we'll run over here, we'll grab this. Exactly, right? I was about to say, Mattress, aren't you from the Twin Cities? I do know what the Twin Cities look like. And they are sure summertime bucket hats? Like, come on.
This is what you want.
Well.
Watch yourself.
Oh, you're still bound. Alright, stop it.
Don't overdo it.
Don't give up.
And kaboom. Really? Really?
Kill for a shower.
We need more clouds in the world rocking the sleeveless turtleneck. Honestly, fair. If I could pull off a sleeveless turtleneck, I would probably wear a sleeveless turtleneck. I cannot pull off a sleeveless turtleneck. Like, I'm sorry, this guy is not exactly buff, but he sure makes me look buff. I like my turtlenecks to have sleeves. Yeah, about that. Maybe we just hit them with a thunder. Actually, we can just bully him.
No surprises there.
You okay? You okay? Okay. Cloud in cozy Nordic sweater on the team's Christmas card? True.
Locked up tight.
There's a key card over this way, isn't there?
You asked for it.
Ugh, these guys are already back.
It's on you.
Let me handle this. Take that.
Well,
not bad.
Nice. We've mastered dive kick. Very helpful. There's a key card for that area somewhere. And I just don't remember where. I had been sure it was in, like, hiding in a box over this way. That's weird. Well, there are no more boxes, so I guess I'm just weird.
Damn it.
We may have to give up for the time being. Oh god! What? I didn't think you could grind like this. Could you not?
Don't overdo it.
Okay, let's go. That's the way to do it.
Spooky. Oh well. I guess we'll miss whatever that is. Either that or we'll come back here later in the game, and we'll take care of it then. That's alright, we got a Moogle medal. That's all we need to be happy. Nope, that's the same spot, but again. I really need to stop running in circles. Not more gorgers.
Let's end this quick.
Nope, still not. Okay. Seriously.
Keep it together. And enough.
There we go. Boxes. God, breaking boxes in this game is actually not... It's entirely too fun for how unengaging it actually is. Am I dumb? No. It's just where the first Drake was, and that's what we're supposed to have. And then... we exit over this way. I was like, am I dumb and getting lost on easy things? I was like, no. No. Well, maybe a little bit, but no.
Happy hunting.
Exactly, there is an entire box-breaking minigame because they know exactly how fun they are. Alright, now... go.
Our daughter deserves glad we no longer have a
Go, 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 go. Alright, I think that wraps up our side questing, almost. We talked to this guy, and then we talked to Chadley.
Got rid of those drakes in the fact you're the real deal, all right. I've worked with my fair share over there. Anyway, apparently another bitch you can't get enough.
Well,
no, I get it. If you're good at something, might as well make it your living. May not know you. I know a man who's... I switch out my stock every so often, so drop by when you're in the neighborhood.
Thanks. And then we just got another one that came in from the graveyard. Alright. Let's talk to Chadley first.
Is it just me? Hey, Miss Lockhart, who's that guy you're with?
Chadley. Sell me something good, alright?
Ready for more, son?
Cloud, you were the first to gather the data I requested. I have developed new material.
Yep. Yep. Auto cure or another assess. I don't think I need either of those.
I plan to develop more material
Okay.
in the future. I'll keep preparing more battle intel reports, which I hope you will assist.
Yep.
I'll bet a lot of people are talking about you right now. There's this amazing merc who can handle anything.
nothing I've done around here has been all that special, though.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want more of a challenge, huh?
Oh, look at that. We need to stagger more folks.
A certain shopkeeper told... Thanks for helping him out. Just so happens there's another job I'd like to offer you. Now that I know you can handle yourself in a fight. We've got a real killer on the loose. A rabid catch dog. Shinramuk gone feral.
Cool.
Last sighting was in Scrap.
I'll handle it.
You're a lifesaver. Got anyone else around? Go get him, bud.
Thank you, Eimer.
Is there anyone who can trace off that
In Sector 7, snooze travels extremely fast. Like, this place is the definition of news travels fast. And this guy is annoying, so, who's ready to fight a big doggo? He's so swole.
That's it. I got your number.
Weak to ice. Perfect. Tifa?
It's on you.
Taking over. Sloppy.
And Braver.
Take the lead.
I got this. Bingo. Bring it. Okay.
That it?
Could you get back into the center of the arena? Please?
Damn it.
Even a little bit? Doggo. Yup. Chat, thank you for all playing like the... Where is it? Not up front here.
Hey, over here! Tifa! Hey, Cloud!
I drove the Hound into the area up ahead. He's pissed, so make sure you're ready.
Alright, let's go.
No turning back. I see you. Sloppy.
Damn it. Damn it. No. Ha.
Don't overdo it. Hang back.
Focus thrust. Unbridled strength.
Watch yourself.
Taking over. I see you.
And another focus thrust into... And into a dive kick should do it. No, still not staggered, alright. There we go. Braver, into Tifa, into Blizzard.
Leave it to me.
Into Dead.
Sweat.
Good fight.
Took care of the dog, did you? Phew, we owe you one.
Gotta say, I've never seen a Shinra breed like that before. Out of curiosity, when exactly did it show up?
Oh, today. The first reports came in just this morning. Why do you ask? Wait a minute. There's this crazy story about a Shinra research lab hidden right beneath our feet under the slums.
Huh. Really? That's news to me.
Spooky.
And here I thought you might know something I don't. Well, I guess not.
It's a big organization. Sure, there's lots of secrets I don't know.
Yeah, just a few.
Fair enough. You got the bastard. That's good enough for me.
Alright. Good job.
Been hearing a lot of good things about you lately.
Alright, we got one more side quest left to do on the complete opposite side of town. And then I think it's time for us to go talk to Barrett and be annoyed at Barrett.
I've been told the sewage.
Tempted to stand with hands on hips to join Tifa and Cloud? Look, it's good posing. Like, if you need to get a strong character pose, there are far worse options than... Oh, that's where we're going.
I'm sorry.
Tifa, you won't believe this. A cerulean drake flew in from the train graveyard, but these two clowns refused to get up their butts and do anything about it. Hey, is that? It is you, the new Merc. Then maybe you can help us out. The drake is in the old Telegraph factory over there. But to reach it, you'll need to get a hold of a watch security key.
Yep.
You should be able to find one inside one of the crates. I forget which. Just smash them all.
Uh-huh. The old Telegraph factory, like the... Over here again?
If it ain't the Merc himself.
Get another security key. By going way the hell over here. You know, the thing I was hoping to do earlier, but it hadn't spawned yet. Say, you're a Kingdom Hearts kid, and so picked up the hands behind your head. Also valid.
Keep it together.
Let me handle this.
Cloud, come on.
Let's go.
Alright, let's try this again, but this time with more feeling. Triple slash here should do good. Wow, yeah, that did a lot. That's how those fights are supposed to go.
That the key?
Yeah.
If this is what you want.
Keep it together.
All set.
That was not the right button. Get down here. Get. Thank you.
It's over. That's a win.
Hey look, it's a cerulean drake.
Focus.
Whee!
It's on you.
I got this.
Cloud. Abilities, assess. Shocking.
I got this.
Let's hit you with a thunder.
Okay, let's go.
Calling lightning. I'm waiting.
Could you not? Could you just get over here, please? Somewhere in this...
Watch yourself.
My turn. Keep it together.
I got this.
Hang back. It's on you.
Yeah, landed a braver, let's go. Just land braver, forehead.
Told you so.
Makes that so much easier.
And there he is. I knew you were the right man for the job. There's no denying you're the real deal. Not like these idiots with their excuses.
They're just doing their jobs. Can't expect them to be at your beck and call.
What exactly is it you're trying to say, Merc?
You need people who can follow orders, too.
I see now. Heard you were ex-Shinra. Guess I shouldn't be surprised you'd go to bat for your old buddies. Me, I'm just looking out for my people. All there is to it. Hell with you. No more Mercs or Shinra. We'll build up the watch and kick you all out.
Well, at least he gave me a star bracelet.
Okay then. That's another solid gig in the books.
Don't know that that went
The
well.
whole town is really impressed with what you've done. Keep it up, and you'll have enough work to keep you fed for a lifetime.
Well, thanks to you.
And don't you forget it.
So where do we get paid?
Yeah, but why don't we head back to the apartments first? Take a quick breather.
Which lesson was that again?
Lesson 1. Got it? Anyway, let's go.
Tifa, you know what you want? A better bangle. Star bracelet. Materia. Materia says you want HP up. And let's start let's start trying to level a cleansing materia. Not super important, but it is nice. Where am I going? I'm going this way. Alright, let's go have a sweet.
Good job ridding us of that test.
The way Gwen talks about you.
Let's go back to the apartments and have an adorable, wholesome moment where we are not vaguely mean to Tifa. I apologize to Marco too. Look, Marco doesn't have free will, it's fine.
Thanks to the
I wish I had yours.
My husband decided to go.
So they blew up a reactor.
Huh? Someone's back awful early. Not that I mind. Would you two be dears and swap your filters out for me? I left them in your rooms.
Sure thing.
Not so fast, you. Do
Mm-hmm.
me a favor. She needs a friend. A real friend.
We're already friends.
So much you talk, so you really listening? Thinking about her and her feelings? Or are you just going through the motions? Go on.
Yes, Grandma. I hear you.
Let's take care of this real quick, okay?
Sure.
Come over when you're done.
Listen to wise, fun Grandma. Exactly. She knows what she's on about. She's more intelligent than the rest of us put together. Alright. Hey, we're a traumatized ex-soldier. Well... we're traumatized ex... X.
Give me 1 sec.
Are you struggling?
I'll be done in a bit.
Are you struggling?
Finally. So, after you left the village, I let you off the hook before, back at the hall, but not this time.
Well, when we were kids, everybody wanted to be a soldier, right?
Yeah, I remember they were on the news every day during the war.
Thing is, by the time I finally made it in, they didn't need heroes anymore. It was nothing like what we dreamt of. It was just working for Shinra. Just...
I'm sorry. I know it's a touchy subject.
Just my brain.
Small talk. Especially with someone you haven't seen in a while.
I get it. Still, it's kind of funny. Us going our separate ways, thinking that must be it, that we'd never meet again. And then here, of all places, we do. You know what? We should totally celebrate. Let's dress up and hit the town.
Really?
I mean,
Yo, Tifa's rug though?
It'll be fun.
Do you even have fancy clothes?
Hey!
Not like fancy, but I'll figure something out.
Cloud! More important question.
What do you think would suit me, huh?
Do you have fancy clothes? He's trying. He's trying so hard. Look, I'm gonna go for the most awkward option possible. Something
sporty?
I don't think that'd be so different from my usual. Be sure to pick an outfit that goes with mine, okay?
Will do.
Exotic is the best choice.
This is gonna be so much fun.
I agree. Exotic is the best choice.
Yeah.
But,
maybe.
Come on. Cloud is the awkwardest boy.
And on that happy note, I think it's time we head back to the bar. Come on.
You don't need a break?
Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. Marl isn't always right, you know.
Look, just because we go through an entire bottle of hair gel, right? That's why it costs 2,000 gil.
Hey, Marl.
For like basic work. Because he spends all of it on hair gel.
You two. Oh, you're looking pretty chipper.
I don't feel that different.
Must be my imagination then.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, keep your wits about you, Merc.
All right.
A token of my appreciation. Be good to her.
Yep. TBH, she's better than we are. Battle intel. We finished that one. Hooray. We need to stagger more things. We need to stagger more things. Yeah. What do we get for that? Crescent Moon Charm? Nah.
Apparently it was done by a terrorist group. Good riddance.
Did she use the classic 70s punk band's hair technique? Watered down Elmer's glue? True. Yeah, that's actually how he gets. That's the.
And here we are.
You're right. That is how he gets the original Final Fantasy VII chunky hair.
Could use a little something to take the edge off, right? How about a refreshing cocktail made by yours truly that you can sit back and savor?
Uh-huh.
Tifa.
Yeah, I'm feeling it a bit too. Hey, do you think you'll stick around a little longer?
Maybe. Work for a minute. Build up some savings.
That I'm gonna spend on hair gel?
So, what'll it be? Want to head back out for a little while?
Nope. We have done what we needed to.
We're back.
Did you have fun?
Lots of fun.
Hey, need y'all downstairs.
Right now? Then the plan is...
Marlene, wanna go wait for Jesse out front?
Okay.
Looks like we're officially on for tomorrow night then. Gotta go over the details with the others.
Before you do, about my pay.
You'll get your money. So sit down and shut up until we're finished. Double time, Tifa.
Yep. 6 seconds on the pinball machine. Into the secret hideout.
I'm really sorry, but it shouldn't take much longer. In the meantime... grab a seat.
Double time. Except time enough for Tifa to make a drink.
I don't know. Something hard and bitter.
Whee!
Well, most people would say something sweet right about now.
I'm sure they would.
Ah, but you're a more discerning customer, aren't you? In which case...
In which case, we're gonna get totally plastered at 3 in the afternoon.
Our house special, the Cosmo Canyon.
Beautiful.
I gotta go. Enjoy.
Also, the pinball theme is a sped up prelude, because of course it is. This is just infinite.
Hey, you see the news? The reactor bombing was the work of the eco-extremist group Avalanche.
He tried. He almost succeeded.
Gets your heart racing, doesn't it? They don't know our faces, so we're in the clear for now. But we'll want to capitalize on this momentum. Speaking of which, you coming on the next one?
For the right price.
Oh, you can bet I'll be pushing hard for a raise. Tifa will be joining us too, but I don't know. Even a blind man can see her heart's not in it. She was never on board with the bombings, so if it comes down to do or die, if I've got to put my life in someone else's hands, then I'd rather that someone was a professional. Like you.
Could still kill some time.
Exactly. And we're going to kill time by... Hear me out. Playing darts. Why does she look like Solid Snake but with plate armor? She doesn't actually predate Solid Snake, but she predates Metal Gear Solid 3. But yes, because Jesse's just like that. Cloud, should you be drinking? You're already having visions when sober. Look, I have no idea how alcohol works with Mako immersion, but it can't go that badly, right? Alright. Point total, and the goal is to get to exactly 0. And also, yes. That wasn't a good throw. That was a great throw. I'm bad at this, chat. Wow, I'm gonna win no points for this. Wow, that was on the 1 side, not the 20 side. Boo. I'm so bad. Oh boy. See you, Magistressa. Cloud! Work with me just a little bit here. You gotta get lucky sometimes. What? That's shenanigans. That's shenanigans. Okay. Really? Fine. Dramatic. Well, I'm not gonna say that was particularly good. Cloud. This was terrible. That was abysmal.
Maybe just chill a bit.
I think that's a good idea, Cloud. I think chilling is a phenomenal idea. I think the lowest you can do that is like 7. You get an achievement for topping the leaderboard. But
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this. I feel trapped.
If it feels wrong, don't do it.
He's trying. He's trying so hard.
Guess that's that then.
What, they kick you out?
We agreed to disagree. So, you want another drink?
Tifa! Time to celebrate. Break out all the good stuff.
Oh, sure.
We won't be needing you for this next job. Feel free to look for work elsewhere.
Fine by me. That's how I like it. No contract, no obligation.
No, get your stuff in contract.
Say that. Here, the rest of your payment, along with a little extra for your exemplary service. And thus concludes our business. Gonna have to ask you to leave now. This here's a private affair.
I mean, he's barely out of his awkward teenage years. He's like 19. I mean, they say 20-something, but yeah, he's...
We talked it over, but... in the end... we didn't want to put so much on you. This is our fight.
Jesse, what's the holdup?
Be right there.
Don't be like that.
No hard feelings, huh?
It's fine.
Exactly. Hey, look, in Advent Children, he has the problem of a debilitating plot disease.
Really, it's fine.
Come on, Jesse, I'm dying here.
Don't be jerks.
Catch you later.
21, exactly. He still is a kid. I'm sorry. Right? I was around 21 when I first played it. I was like, he seems relatively mature. And then we got... Looking back...
Damn, Biggs, slow down.
Nah.
Keep it tight.
Nah.
No room for error come tomorrow.
This dude's still an awkward teenager. It's almost like 5 years of emotional stunting.
It's been too long since we did this.
Not since we went on that all-night bender after HQ gave us the boot.
They did not give us the boot.
It was an amicable separation.
Was it?
We'll talk later. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you were saying? Can't believe it's already...
When the job's done, we're done. Your words.
Correct.
Okay, what were we talking about? Well, I do. It was...
But he was afraid we'd lean on you too much if we took you along. So, where'd we leave off?
No need for that, boss. We all knew what we were signing up for.
Uh-huh.
When shit hits the fan, it's good to know you in my...
What's up with them?
Word is he lives in this town. Just shut up. brother? You from around the way?
I guess.
Know a big man with a big gun strapped to his right arm? Heard he set up shop somewhere in the neighborhood.
That depends.
Ah. Clever. Smell an opportunity to make some scratch, do you?
500.
200.
3.
Whatever, man. Let's find somewhere quiet to talk. Walk with me.
Alright. As we're going through Crisis Core, everyone's treating Angel as a paternalistic fount of wisdom. He's probably 21 as well. I think he's a little bit older, but yeah, he still is a baby. They're all children, because JRPG protagonists have a problem of all being children.
Look at all these assholes staring at us.
This shithole's got nothing on Wall Market. Am I right?
Uh-huh. Is there a reason y'all are walking like... Yeah, Angel's 25, exactly.
Unless you got some kind of death wish, then be my guest. After you, brother. And don't worry, I ain't the backstabbing type.
Exactly, right? Even what's his name? Oran is like not actually that
you know
old.
where the bastard's hiding, don't you?
I told you before. That depends.
Oh yeah? You wasted my time.
Shinra's time, you mean?
Shinra knows better than to stick its nose in my boss's business.
Like I
Exactly.
give a shit.
Right? He's absolutely ancient at 35.
Big man with a big gun for an arm, right? Why do you want it? So if they weren't Shinra, then... not my problem. Lesson 1 for life on the ground floor. Get some rest.
Incredible. Well, there's our introduction to Wall Market and Don Corneo, beating the shit out of his hoodlums. We love that for us. And I think we are going to get some rest, and then we'll call it a stream. Hello.
Welcome home, honey. Took your sweet time. Psych.
Uh-huh. Does this make Kohala no JRPG protagonist for being 17 too? Yes.
Are you gonna let me in so we can talk in private?
Right.
Guess I'll get right to the point then.
Huh. What have you got there?
An apology for not getting you on the mission. Or not. What do you think it is?
A proposition.
Nailed it in one.
Uh-huh.
Gonna have to ask
He
you
is
to keep all
canonically a
this a
JRPG
secret from the
protagonist,
others,
even though Japan and RPGs were not known to medieval
Something I need to
Ireland.
sort out tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight. You and me together. I want you to come with me to the Sector 7 plate. I'll give you the details on the way.
That's fine by me, but don't you have a pretty big day ahead of you?
I do, but if I don't deal with this now, it's only gonna get harder. Anyway, I can count on you, can't I? A down payment.
Dear Fried Materia.
Doubt we'll be back before morning, in case you were planning on traveling light. Make sure you've got everything you need before we leave. I'll wait here.
Materia and equipment. I think we'll follow up on Jesse's request next time, because things get real goofy real fast. Right? Good times. Good times had by all. Obviously, we're going to play more of this game. You all seem to be enjoying it. I love this game so much. It's going to be a great time, right? When you just make a game where we explore Midgard at some point? Exactly. I think if they could fully do that, it would be just a lot of fun. A little bit more open, even than like the Sector 5 section. And just get to wander around. I think it would be great. That's not really how Final Fantasy did, but that's fine. But yeah, we'll be back on New Year's Day with a big long stream of Never Alone. I don't know if we'll finish that game, but we're going to make a good dent in it. So I hope you will all join me then for that. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be back, I don't know. I'll try and get on top of the schedules and uploads for the VODs soon. So all of that stuff will be up, but yeah. Obviously big stuff coming up in 2023. So I'll publicize that as soon as I get the logistics all sorted out. But yeah. Until I see you all again, have a lovely rest of your 2022. Thank God it's over. And yeah, have a good rest of your evenings, everyone. This has been Final Fantasy. I've been Adam. Bye-bye.